Now let's talk about relations, okay? What is a relation? A relations is a set of ordered pairs So when you have several ordered pairs, it's just a set of ordered pairs. That is the only thing. There aren't any rules that restrict it. It is just a set of ordered pairs. So how can you represent representations of a relation? You can represent it as in a table, mapping, graphing, equations, and also domain and range. Okay, so let's try that. It says express 1, 2, negative 2, 4, 0, negative 3 as a table, mapping, graph, and determine the domain and range. So as a table, you would just create a T-chart. And we list it out. 1, 2, negative 2, 4, 0, and 3. In mapping is where domain, range, okay, or you could put X values, Y values. And we do the same thing. 1, negative 2, 0. And you can switch this up and say negative 3, 2, and 4. Okay? And if you saw this, you would say, oh, 1 belongs to 2, negative 2 belongs to 4, and 0 belongs to 3, negative 3. So that's what a mapping is. And you show the arrows on which domain goes with that range. As a graph, you just plot the points. You'd go over 1 up 2, go over negative 2 up 4, and you do 0 and go down 3. You just plot them. And if it asks for domain and range of ordered pairs, that is going to be what we also call, you could just list them out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to say the domain is negative 2. And remember, we want to go with the smallest number first. 0 and 1. And your range with your brackets. Remember, smallest number to largest. Negative. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if you noticed that. Earlier, I did not put a negative 3 there. So our range, you're going to look here, negative 3, 2, and 4. So those are the four, there's four representations right there of relations. Okay, so let's do one more example. This time it says express 2, 5, negative 2, 3, 5, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2 as a table, mapping, graph, and determine the domain and the range. All right, so as a table, we're going to write out our X and Y values. So 2 and 5, let's see if I can do it correct this time. Negative 2 and 3, 5 and negative 2, negative 1, negative 2. Okay, mapping. This is domain, this is range. So what we're going to do is we're going to match them. Positive 2 goes to 5. Negative 2 goes to 3. 5 and negative 2. And negative 1, negative 2. As a graph, we just plot the points. First point is 2, so we go over 2 up 5. Second one, you go over negative 2 and up 3. And then you have a positive 5 and you go down 2. And then you go over 1 down 2. So you just plot the points. All right, so let's state the domain and the range. So the domain, you just list out the X values, okay? But remember, you have to go from the low end to the high end. And so we have -2, -1, 2, and 5. Now the range. Okay, and I like looking at my mapping here just so I can list the table, just so I can list them out in order. Okay, so for the range, we have -2, but we have another -2, but we're only going to write it once. Okay, so you only write -2 once since it's repeated. Oops, I just leave that, sorry. All right. So we have -2 and then we're finished. So that takes care of both of these. So we have 3 and 5 left.